Hi, I'm Bethany Jose. Welcome back to my channel. In the last videos, we talked about finding your niche and defining your brand. If you need a refresher on those, I will drop my beginner photography playlist in the description so that you can go and take a look. In this video, we are going to talk about if I were to start photography all over again from scratch, what would I do differently? So today I'm going to be sharing 12 tips and then stay to the end, and I have a challenge for you. Tip number one, start with the gear you have. There are a lot of camera manufacturers out there, including Nikon, Canon, Sony. I'm not going to be able to dive deep into your camera settings, so I do recommend going out and searching YouTube for your camera make and model and learning things like aperture, shutter speed, ISO. These three things are going to help you take better photos. A couple other things that you might need with your camera is a lens and a memory card. Obviously, the memory card is to capture all of the images that you'll be shooting, but I find that the lens is very important too. A lot of cameras, especially when you're just starting out, come with a kit lens. Now, those are great to get started. However, as soon as you are able to afford it, I would recommend that you buy either a prime lens or a varifocal lens, and that is going to elevate your images. Tip number two, slow down. Stop overshooting. I am very guilty of that. When I first started out, I think I probably shot somewhere between 600 to 800 frames within an hour with my client. That I have refined down to approximately 100 to 150. When you shoot more intentionally, you are watching for all of the details, making sure that their hair is in the right place, making sure that that pose is on point, making sure that that lighting is the best that it can be. You can make little tweaks here and there. It also slows the shoot down a little bit, and so that the client feels fully present during that shoot. When you overshoot, now you have all of these images that you have to cull through and eliminate a lot of blinkers. I mean, you might even find that you have 20 images of all of the same pose and expression. And now you're having to look at all those little micro differences between the two to try to select the best image from that. When you slow down, now you have less work on the back end, which is going to make it very easy for you to cull those images, select the ones that you're going to show the client, and the client isn't going to feel overwhelmed. Tip number three, move around. When you move around, you are creating a lot of variety off of a single pose. So move to the left, move to the right, shoot from a lower angle, shoot from a higher angle, do different crops in camera on that. And that way you have several different images to show the client without having to move the client. Stay to the end of this video, and I have a challenge that's going to help you with this. Tip number four, editing your photos. You're going to need to have a system in place in order to retouch your photos. And for that, you're going to need either a workstation, iPad, laptop, and then some sort of software that's going to help refine those images for you. Myself, I use Photoshop, but now I've also started working with AI a lot more in the past year, and that is using eVoto. So if you don't know Photoshop or Lightroom, and you're a beginner, what can you do to help with that? And I would strongly suggest eVoto. eVoto is not a sponsor of this video, but I do use eVoto in my day-to-day work. I do have my affiliate link below. I'll drop it into the description. You're welcome to download it and do a free trial. With eVoto, you can edit things like skin tone, fine lines and wrinkles, touch up the hair a little bit, brighten the eyes, add a little bit more makeup if it's needed. There are so many different settings that you can use to either retouch very minimally, or if you want to go more for a glam retouch, you can do that too. Evoto also will select men out of the photo, children, elderly, women, so that you can really zero in on who is in that photo and how much retouching that you want to do. Now, if you don't want to mess with that at all and you don't have the time or the skill to learn Photoshop or Lightroom, I would also recommend that you outsource. There are a lot of fantastic retouchers out there that is ready to take your work and just take that burden off your shoulders so that you can focus on what you love to do most, and that is taking photos of your clients. Tip number 5, put yourself out there and be seen. Okay, so I'm going to admit, I do not like being in front of the camera. This whole YouTube thing is way out of my comfort zone, and I know it is for a lot of people too. But you are the face of your brand. You need to put yourself out there. Now, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can put yourself out there in person, which means now you're going to have to go to those networking meetings. I know. It doesn't sound fun. But if you're an introverted extrovert like I am, it's necessary. You need to get out there, meet your community, connect with other small business owners, tell them what you do, try to find a problem that you can solve for them. But that word of mouth is really going to help sustain your business in the long run because you will have those referrals coming in. The second way is to put your face online. Um, I don't like it either. Doing these YouTube videos, I would much rather be behind the camera than in front of it. But it's just something that you'll have to do because you are your brand. Your face is your brand. People want to get to know you on a personal level because they're making a selection for the service based on you, not what you offer or the images that you do. They want to know all about you. So share that online. You don't need like a long form video or anything like that on social media to put yourself out there. You can share in Facebook stories or Instagram stories with just an image. Maybe it's a piece of wardrobe from the studio. Make sure that your face is in there holding it up. Maybe do just a short video clip and share that to a reel, just telling them about a client maybe that's coming in and what type of photo shoot that they're going to be doing. So you can even share personal stories because people want to be able to connect with you. Tip number 6, be consistent. What that means is showing up, right? Once, twice a week. When you're just starting out, trying to find that content is difficult. I totally understand that. But even by just sharing a photo of behind the scenes or a little video clip of you showing people around your studio, maybe you don't have a studio and you're out scouting locations, show them a little bit of that location. But being consistent in this day and age is crucial to your business because people are consuming content at such a rapid rate that you want to be able to stay in front of their eyes as much as possible. People love stories. When you were a kid, what did you always ask your parents to do? Read me another story. We are so captivated by people's stories that that is something that we should share through our photography. Every client that comes through your door is going to have a story. It doesn't have to be a deeply personal story, but maybe she is of a certain age or is going through some sort of circumstance, or maybe she's just doing this for fun. Try to write a little bit about their story when you're sharing on social media. So, what do I say about that? I'm not a great storyteller. There are AI tools like ChatGPT out there that's going to be able to help you write compelling copy. So, share a few keywords about that person's story and then have it write something for you. Don't copy and paste it right from ChatGPT. You want to put your own voice on it and your own punctuation on it. So take what's written and make it your own voice, and you will have copy in no time. ChatGPT is completely free. You can purchase the Pro plan, but if you wanted to just try it out, I'll drop my affiliate link in the description. Tip number 7, build a community. Start a community group. Most of the time that's done on Facebook. You can easily create a group. I like to call mine a VIP group because, hey, let's face it, who doesn't want to be a VIP? But that group is going to help keep your fans engaged. So you can drop personal notes in there. You can drop memes or a challenge or a poll, anything to keep that engagement going. Then, when you share the content that you're creating in that group, then people are more likely to comment on it. And as your community grows, that is also a referral source so that you can reach out to them with a special that you're running or a Hallmark holiday, like Christmas photos or Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. Use that group to keep your fans engaged. In my private group, I'm going to be sharing things that aren't being shared here on YouTube. So be sure to join the conversation. Tip number 8, marketing materials. When you are meeting people face to face, whether that be in networking meetings or a potential client, you're going to want to leave them a business card. And that business card is going to have your name, your phone number, your email address, and your website. You want to be able to lead people out to your work and also a way for them to contact you. If you wanted to elevate that a little bit more, you could put photos in an accordion card, and on the back panel could be your business card with your contact name, phone number, email address, and website. Showing people what you do is very important. So no matter what marketing materials you choose, just make sure that you're focused on the genre you want to shoot and following your brand. Tip number 9, be professional. Have a professional website, have a professional email address. You can go out to any hosting provider and register a domain name. That is really important because if you're leading people out to a Facebook page or an Instagram account, those are great to have, and they're necessary to have in this day and age. But having a professional website is going to be what sets you apart. You can create a form on your website to collect email addresses for anybody inquiring about a session. That is really important in building your mailing list. If I were to start over again, I would have done that first thing so that I had a mailing list I could send out my special offers to or any kind of special that I'm running so that they're aware of what's coming up. Now, we're not going to dive deep into what a CRM is today. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and it's software that capture leads from your website, and then you can follow that through the sales process. On the website, you can even share blogs and you can share those customer stories in more detail along with more photos. Not only is that great content for your website, but it also helps with your SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. Google is the largest search engine on the planet, and you want to be able to show up in the top 10. Blogs are really going to help you do that. And when you write that blog, make sure that you're paying attention to the keywords, your key phrases, the description, as well as the title. Now, that's getting a little deep for this video. So if this is something you'd like to learn more about, leave me a comment and we will do a future video on it. Tip number 10, register your business. Okay, so you have selected your niche, you've refined your brand, you have images now in your portfolio. You are putting yourself out there on social media. You have a website and an email address for people to contact you. You've printed your business cards so that you have something to put out there. Before you start charging for your work, you'll want to register with your Secretary of State. Every state is going to be different. So whether you're registering as a sole proprietorship, an LLC, or an S Corp, it's all going to make a difference on your business structure. We're going to dive deeper into that in future videos. Tip number 11, get listed on Google My Business. Once you've settled on a business name, it's a really good idea to get it listed on Google My Business. Now, if you're not familiar with Google My Business, it is not only going to have your phone number, your website, things like that, but you can also upload photos to show visitors that are doing a search for your business or your service what it looks like. And you can share photos of your clients. You can share photos of your studio or your shooting locations. You can share behind the scenes photos. Every day, make a post on there, and it's only going to help your SEO. When you have a Google My Business account, you can now share a link for your clients to leave you a Google review. Having reviews are great, not only for your Google listing, but you can also copy and paste those into your social media and use them as client testimonials. And tip number 12, invest in yourself. There are so many different things to learn through photography. There is learning your camera and all of its settings. There's learning lighting, whether that be natural light or studio lighting. There is posing, and that's posing men, posing women. Is it personal branding shoot? Is it boudoir? Maybe you need to learn about marketing and sales and how to price yourself in this market. There are educators out there that have the knowledge that is ready to help you. So do your research, go out there and find the best fit for you. And that doesn't mean that you have to find one educator to do it all. Find multiple, the ones that are really the masters at their craft, so that you are learning from the best. Do you have a question about any of the tips that I shared today? Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so we've come to the end of this video, and at the beginning, I mentioned a challenge. Here's your challenge. I want you to find an object around your home. It could be a plant, it could be a coffee mug, it doesn't matter. But what I want you to do is take 10 to 15 photos of that object, but I want you to do it in a way that you're getting 10 to 15 completely different photos. This challenge is going to help prepare you for my next video, which is building your portfolio as a beginner with 0 clients. In tip number 3, we talked about moving around and shooting from different angles, using different lighting, shooting overexposed, shooting underexposed. You don't have any rules here. I just want you to play and see what you can come up with. As mentioned in previous videos, I am a portrait and boudoir photographer. I've been doing this for 14 years, so I have 14 years of knowledge to pass on to you. So don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Do you have a question about any of the tips that I've shared today? Leave a comment and I'll be getting back to you. Getting back to ya! Get the bat! Holy! That's on camera. I'll be getting back to you. Howdy! Y'all come back now.